So there are two main testosterone tests that we look at. One is called the total testosterone, and the other is the free testosterone. Free doesn't mean they won't charge you for the test. It just means that it's not attached to anything. So about half or a little bit more than half of the testosterone that circulates in your bloodstream is attached to a carrier molecule that's called sex hormone binding globulin. We usually abbreviate it as SHBG. And the part that's bound to that SHBG is bound so tightly that when that molecule is passing a cell that needs testosterone, that's sort of asking for it, the testosterone can't come off of that carrier molecule. It's bound too tightly. So that portion is measured in total testosterone, but it's not really bioavailable. The free testosterone is the part that's not attached to anything. Now, it only makes up about 1 or 2%. The rest of it, not SHBG bound, not free, is attached to just weakly bound to sort of other proteins in the bloodstream, the most common of which is albumin. And that part is considered to be bioavailable. And in some people, like in Europe, will use bioavailable testosterone. In this country, we prefer free testosterone as an indicator of what's real. So here's the problem. Well, let me tell you what the answer is before the problem. The answer is that free testosterone is actually more important than total testosterone. Because total testosterone we're measuring everything, and some of it isn't useful. And we published data a few years ago that showed that the variability, the amount of SHBG that one person has compared to another varies so widely. You can't tell by looking at them, knowing what their age, whatever, where it falls in that range. And the normal range goes from about 20 to 60 nanomoles per liter. That's a threefold difference. If you go from 20 to 60 and you have the same total testosterone level, the actual free testosterone, that active part, is reduced by half. By half. So if all you're doing is measuring total testosterone, making decisions, you're going to miss a lot of guys who actually have complaints, who have a low free testosterone, but their total testosterone is going to look normal because that part that's bound to SHBG is still counted, and if they've got a high SHBG or a generous one, it's going to make the amount of total testosterone look normal. So the key is, especially for doctors who are listening or for patients that have been checked out, if you've got classic symptoms, low desire, fatigue, not waking up with erections anymore, there's a good chance you have low testosterone, but your total testosterone might come back normal. And I've seen literally many hundreds of men who had original opinions with other doctors. They said, I thought you were going to have low testosterone, but your total testosterone level looks normal. And they never measured free, so they didn't know. So that's a little pearl for anybody listening in.